Tribal House Network. Howdy, y'all. BTM here with another commentary. Zach's with me, as usual.
Dead asa.
Well, I'll tell you what's up. We're doing another mini-sode. We're going back to the well of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are you?
And
Are you afraid of the dark, Aaron? Have you ever been afraid of the dark? I want to know.
When I was a little kid, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
I think we all were.
Maybe, yeah.
And I'm trying to think of times where I was scared of the dark, and I don't know if it was really the dark that was the thing that put it over, but I used to sleep in my other grandmother's basement, my mother's basement, and it was this room that was really small and had no windows, and I don't...
Buckwheat picture. Is that where we were going?
Not that one. Not that one. That was a different one. So... And this other one that I'm talking about now used to scare me, and I'm really not sure if it was really the blackness or if it was the fact that it felt like a cell, like it felt really small, an enclosure, and it was dark. So I don't know which one. It probably both contributed.
And it was like, how much more black could it be? And the answer was none.
None more black.
Exactly.
I had a horrible nightmare last night, actually.
Really? I had a dream last night too. It was funny because I punched somebody in my dream, and I woke up to actually throwing my fist towards my end table by my bed. It's pretty funny. Which is funny because if I ever get married, I could be smacking my bitch up while I'm sleeping.
Okay.
It's not funny, actually.
Did you pull out a piece of a red and green sweater?
No, I wish though. That'd be dog.
Sounds like you were fighting Freddy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I had a horrible dream, and it was one of those dreams that is not a super recurring thing often or whatever.
We should probably start the show, though. We should begin the movie, as they say.
Oh, this thing's like 24 minutes, man. We can open it up for a second. I mean, do you want to talk about the Ghastly Grinner, or what's up to you?
Whatever. I just thought we forgot where we were here for a second.
Oh, you act like I don't know what I'm doing. We know what we're doing. But... I'll finish the story as soon as we start the show. So yeah, we're going to begin the movie, even though it's not a movie. Zach's really trying to push that hard, by the way, the BTM. He wants me to say, all right, let's begin the movie. And I was thinking about that. That works. And I really gave it a college try on the last one, and I'm willing to do it.
And I didn't even fucking notice you did it on the last one.
I'm down with it. I like it. But what about in cases where this is not a movie?
Then we call it a movie anyway. We say, fuck being right.
All right. Okay, so let's begin the movie in 3. We didn't even say what we're doing.
Oh, yeah. We're doing the Ghastly Grinner. Are You Afraid of the Dark episodes? Poor dog.
That's so funny. You're all up in my case about getting the show started, and you're jumping the gun. So I don't know if this is on YouTube. We're watching it on Vudu because Zach and I both own it.
This is season 4.
No. It's not really season 4. Voodoo's fucked up.
No, it's season 4, episode 9. But on our Vudu, it's season 4, episode 5.
I thought on Vudu they go off volumes. I thought,
but it's still split up by season.
Yeah, it's silliness because I think they have the first episode ever on like volume 6 or something. You know, they just really mix it all together. Anyway, regardless, what Zach said, if you don't have it on Vudu, look for it on YouTube. We're going to go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1, play.
And this has that fucking ugly little motherfucker from the Haunted Mask. Fucking the Goosebumps.
And Billy Madison.
Yeah, he's an ugly little motherfucker. I'd chill with him as I'd smoke his whole sack up. Smoke his weed up, his dank nugs.
It's funny how he could play a geek in both this and Billy Madison, you know, because he was in Loser Denial, remember? Until the lacrosse team shoved the parking cone in his ass.
Exactly. Fucking that lacrosse team show, they put him in his place.
Yeah, but in the Haunted Mask, he plays the bully, so he's versatile. Let's give him more credit.
He is. He's amazing. Yeah, and he was a mafia guy in the Haunted Mask too. He is pretty dog.
Where do you think all these guys are today? I know Gary's a Canadian newscaster.
Yeah, they're all from Canada, I think.
Well, yeah, of course. But he's a newscaster and he has a YouTube channel that really doesn't have any traffic. But I think the name of his channel it's a play off this, like that guy from that one Nickelodeon show type of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'll have to find it, but...
Is it that guy with the glasses?
No.
Since he wears glasses in the show? That'd be dog.
Obviously not, but... I think she did a lot of acting right there, the girl in the plaid. She did some stuff later.
Yeah. Guess we could look it up, but I don't feel like it. I just want to watch this dog show. Did you hear the fun news? They're fucking the movie Are You Afraid of the Dark's coming out in October, and they're putting out a fucking revival on TV too.
But I'm not excited about that because I just don't think I'd be into it anymore.
You don't know. It could be great.
Yeah, but I'm not about to be a 33-year-old guy watching Nickelodeon for...
I'm about that life.
So even this show, I mean, nostalgia only takes it so far. I really don't like the show past the first few seasons, right? This, I didn't realize this was so deep as being in season 4. So it must have been after season 4 that it just completely shit the bed then.
I like it. I remember liking all the seasons pretty much. I mean, they all had shitty episodes.
Yeah.
Remember, the fucking last season has the fucking, the movie, the Silver Sight or whatever the fuck. Well, look at this. Is this a Korn music video?
He straight up does look like John Davis.
He is. This is what happened. This is what happened to the fucking the Berenstain or the Berens. What universe do we live in? It's Berenstain. This is the Berenstain universe where he didn't get molested as a kid, and he became a fucking big shot, fucking a comic book writer.
What were you saying though before you went off on that Korn tangent about what was that episode on the last season?
Oh, the Silver Sight. It was like an 8-part episode, and it was like a movie, but of the seasons, it's 8 parts or something. It's probably not 8 parts, probably like 4.
See, I never even heard of that, man. That was after my time.
Yeah, I remember that was whatever they brought back. Like it was like, oh, this is the fucking Are You Afraid of the Dark movie. The old gang is coming back to help out the new gang and shit.
What? Tell a fucking story?
Yeah, like help out. It takes place in the real world. Crazy stories happening in real life.
Oh, and that's not on the Voodoo package we bought, huh?
It might be. I don't know. I didn't look in the season 8 section.
So I don't know if you guys are wondering why we chose this episode or not, or if you even care.
Because it's fucking donk as fuck.
I don't know. I just get the feeling this is a fan favorite, is it? It's awfully memorable for me. It's got the most memorable villain of the whole damn show.
Yeah, it's fun. The fan favorites always have like a cool character as the enemy, like Zebo the Clown. And this one's got this fucking the Ghastly Grinner. He's our boy. He's in the fucking cult.
Well, and it's got just a unique setting for the show because it seems like there's a lot of these episodes where they're very formulaic where it's like, okay, Johnny was the new kid in school. He didn't have a lot of friends, and he's like riding a bike in this new neighborhood. Like, okay, we get it. Johnny is a new kid in school, and he didn't have a lot of friends. What's he going to find? New neighbors are going to move in. Something's going to happen. Great. Stupid.
Is fucking Jonathan Davis going to fuck this chick, though?
I thought it was a dude. She looks like she's in that band Kitty. She got the studs and the short dyke chop. Remember Kitty?
Yeah, this is when they met each other. This is when they formed new metal.
I don't think Kitty formed new metal.
I don't know.
Riverman and I went to a radio festival in Omaha, Nebraska way back in the day. I want to say in 2002. And Kitty was there. And I remember Todd was just talking about how much he wanted to fuck all of them. These fat, goth, ugly shit. Like, what the fuck is the matter with you, dude?
Man, I just want to fuck Kitty. I just want to fuck those cats.
And what's funny is Riverman, nobody really knows him besides me and you, but he's not that type of guy. In high school, he used to wear puka shell necklaces. He listened to nothing but Dave Matthews Band. He wore Abercrombie shirts sometimes, and he was wearing cargo pants until just like 4 years ago. I mean, for crying out loud.
He was the guy that we would be beat up, us bullies, because I'm a bully. Everybody knows that. Listen to the show.
That's right.
It's my persona.
But my favorite episode, I usually would say, is the Pinball Wizard, which I really dig that one. We could have chose that one just the same. But I also really like, I don't remember what it's called, and I was actually briefly looking for it in this collection on Vudu to see if it was there. But do you know that episode where there's the babysitter and she has the storybook?
Yeah, that's probably like season 1 or 2.
Well, I don't know if it's definitely not season 1. It's the one where he's like in the storybook, and there's like the evil witch and all these different things, and I don't know. Is that on this collection?
I don't know.
That was always one of my favorites.
See, this, I remember I tried that in school once. I took like a book, and I had the real book setting up, and I was reading my book. I got caught, but this show turned me on to it. It's pretty darn.
And what were you reading? Should I ask?
I don't even remember.
Well, they gotta get mad at you. You're reading, right? You're a kid. Don't they want you to read? It's not exactly horrible. Or were you looking at porn?
Hopefully, that'd be dog. No, it's one of a kind. Like, he just fucking ruined his dank ass comic book. He should beat the shit out of that teacher.
What a dick. I mean,
his parents are pretty cool.
Anybody have any teachers that ever did something like that, though? I mean, I could see confiscating it, but just, like, maybe his dad paid a good $2 for that, right?
Yeah. Well, this is back in the day. It was probably like 95 cents.
Look at these. I almost said something very not PC, but I don't care. I almost said, look at these white trash wops.
Look at these retards.
It's so funny because they don't look like they should be his parents. I don't...
What is a wop?
Oh, it's an Italian slur.
Oh yeah, you explained that one time, and I immediately forgot.
Yeah, I didn't really mean that, folks. I got Italian in me, so I can say it, right? It's okay. I don't really know if I have Italian in me. I'm just kidding. I probably do.
You did when I fucked you.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
No, it's funny.
Actually, I don't know. I don't think I'm Italian.
What was the artist's name in this? Her uncle? Sylvester Uncas. Is that his name?
Something like that, yeah.
Sylvester Uncas.
Stanley Ipkiss.
Fuck me, Sylvester Uncas.
Uncas. Uncle Uncas. Imagine if you had an uncle named Uncas. That'd be dog.
Cumcas. So, I'm trying to think. We've talked about it a lot before, and this is one of the only shows from my youth that actually holds up. I think this anthology series holds up even better than some of the more adult-themed ones, you know? Because I've watched Tales from the Dark Side, and I still love that show, but I went back and I binged that a few years ago, and there's quite a few, you know, clunkers in there that I don't remember. It's like, oh, these aren't quite aging as well as I thought they would. And this show, to its credit, ages pretty well.
It's crazy that we don't have as many fucking anthology series. We're getting the Twilight Zone back soon. April.
What happened to the revival of, what was it, Tales from the Crypt without the Crypt Keeper? That was supposed to be on TNT or something.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan was going to do it, and then they, like, dropped it.
Good.
They're like, fuck that.
Oh, well.
I wish it would have happened. Why not?
Without the Crypt Keeper?
Were they not going to have him in it?
I'd read at a point that it wasn't going to have any of that stuff.
That's retarded. Why'd you do that?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not Tales from the Crypt. What the fuck?
I mean, I agree.
They could model it after the original Tales from the Crypt movie. Just have a guy in a robe.
Now, this might be a novice question, but there was no correlation between the series from the movie, right? The old movie. Was there any inspiration?
Yeah, it was based on it. That was the Crypt Keeper. It was just a guy, though.
Okay. I didn't know if it was a homage or if it was, you know, direct correlated or what.
They even remade some of the, like, at least one of the stories in the movie. I remember liking the movie okay. They remade the Christmas one. on the first season.
Look at this. They puke up some blue shit.
Yeah, they got the fucking, they got some toothpaste in their mouth.
I know, it looks like Crest, doesn't it?
I remember thinking that as a kid, but I remember this creeped me out as a kid for some reason. I was stupid.
It looks like that shitty, cheap toothpaste Aim.
I like Abe.
Because it's 88 cents a tube.
I like it. It doesn't taste as nasty as the others.
No, it really doesn't, but I also question if it's good for my teeth then.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care.
Because it seems like the nastier the toothpaste, the harder it's working. I usually take it.
Yeah, it's gotta taste like chemical. It's gotta fucking, it's gonna make you, you gotta taste like you just drank battery acid when you, to know it's working. See, that's a bullshit just marketing gimmick. I think Listerine's full of shit. They just want you to pay more to fucking have a drink that tastes like shit.
Do you swish and gargle Listerine daily?
No.
I don't either. I always have some, but I just kind of do it when I'm going out. I'll swish it, but it's just a pain in the ass because when you swish Listerine, it's like I swear you can't eat or drink anything for an hour. You know?
Exactly. Fucking
everything's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Do you brush your teeth in the shower or
I do.
At the sink?
No, I take it back. I always did prior to having an electric toothbrush, but now I have a Philips Sonicare that I've had for over a year now, which is awesome. It was a great investment. It was like a few $100, but it's great. My mouth never felt cleaner, but I obviously can't use that thing in the shower. But what I still do in the shower though is I sort of do the prep for the actual real brushing. So I have a little bitty toothbrush that's just really pointy, and it's a pick, you know. So in the shower, I'll brush my gums with it, and I'll pick my teeth with it, and then I scrape my tongue. I do that in the shower.
You scrapeth the tongue.
Do you scrape your tongue? I hope you do.
Do you scrape the crusties and save them?
I don't know. It looks like fucking yogurt. I don't know. That's gross. It doesn't look like yogurt.
I got the toothbrush that has the little tongue cleaner on the other side.
Yeah, but that thing's so small, man. You probably work at it forever.
No, I fucking do it a couple times. Like, I don't give a fuck if I get it totally clean. I'm not that guy.
I do. I'm compulsive about it. I have like one of the wide scrapers, and I scrape on my tongue till there's nothing on that thing. It's like toilet paper. I'm done wiping when there's no more brown and there's a little red. I'm just kidding.
You said toilet paper.
Toilet.
You say it like Mac's mom says it.
Toilet. Mac's mom talks like that?
Toilet.
I didn't mean to say that. I usually say toilet.
This fucking bus driver's pretty dying, though. I'd hang out with him.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He pulled that same move that the guy from the Phantom Cab episode did, where he flipped his head around.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of the bus driver for fucking Pete and Pete. He doesn't have that mole, though, that dank-ass mole.
That's a show we need to revisit.
Yeah, we do.
You don't have that on DVD, do you?
I got seasons 1 and 2, and that's all they put out. Season 3 never came out on DVD.
That's lame.
They fucked up. They royally fucked. I got it like downloaded though. Season 3.
Oh, it's on Vudu? They charged an arm and a leg for it?
Oh no, I downloaded it illegally, but it's okay because you can't buy that fucking legally. So fuck them. They can suck my dick. See, like, what happens if you get caught downloading something illegally that isn't sold and you can only see it? It's like recorded from the VCR in like 1993, 97.
Well, I think technically, from a legal standpoint, it's against the law.
Bullshit.
Now, morally, that's a different argument. I don't think anybody's gonna. I don't think your cable company's gonna send you a threatening letter, right, for it. The only times you get those threatening letters is when. So the only time I ever got it,
a brand new movie.
Well, it's stuff like that because you have the companies and the studios really going after those people. So when Riverman and I were doing that shitty Walking Dead podcast every week, I got a couple of strikes because it was a hugely pirated show, The Walking Dead, especially when it was super hot, and they were just going after people left and right. But then again, you could download fucking House Guests and no one gives a shit.
Yeah, I got one for The Revenant when it came out. I was like, everybody's talking about this. I gotta watch it. And I was like, oh, it's okay, whatever. And I got one for like a Nirvana song.
Yeah, so
it's like Nirvana ain't even fucking Courtney Love wants my money. Damn it.
So you could go and you could pirate Jean-Claude Van Damme in Desert Heat all you want, and no one's going to come looking for you.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, that movie's on YouTube. Really, they don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this part's cool, man. Good shot. Blah.
I watched a movie on YouTube last night. It was per dog. It's called Benny's Video. It was decent, actually. I like the director a lot, but he's the guy that made Funny Games.
Okay. I like Funny Games.
Funny Games, dog.
Do you like the North American version or the original?
I like them both. The shot-for-shot remake.
I like Naomi Watts. She was kind of my Hollywood crush. I don't really have Hollywood crushes, but I always thought Naomi Watts was a beautiful woman.
Naomi Watts' dog. I'd pee her butt.
Gosh, dude, you brought that back from 14 years ago. Does anybody still say that?
I pissed on her tits. There's that movie that fucking Josh told us about, The Shaft, which was like one of her early movies, and apparently it's really shitty. I got that to watch.
Is it even shittier than Tank Girl? She was in that, and that movie's garbage. Straight trash.
She was in fucking, what was it? Children of the Court 4. That was terrible.
Yeah, she was. I remember that.
Getting all these shitty rules, Naomi.
I mean, The Ring 2 is pretty shitty.
It is a bad movie, yeah.
It's not too good. It's a very unnecessary sequel.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, I mean, obviously it's a movie it's a companion piece to the first one.
Has none of the charm of the first one.
Yeah, and that's what hurts it even more is that it's like Halloween 1 and 2, but it's like one giant movie that really overstays its welcome pretty much when you end the first one.
Mm-hmm. They thought they were smart. They're like, we're going to have the guy that directed the original Ring U come and do the sequel. It's going to be dog. And then it was terrible.
Yeah. It has some cool CGI deer, though. I love this old man, dude. He needs an Oscar. Or an Emmy, sorry.
Yeah, how do you take this role seriously? That's dog. Fucking, the villain is cool, too. I'd fuck him.
Do you think he prepared for the role by watching old, like, Gacy docs?
I would.
Did he fuck any little boys to get in character?
You gotta get in the mindset, exactly.
What if we had a mass serial killer that did cosplay as the Ghastly Grinner?
That would be fucking cool. Or we could have we need to remake The Crow and pretty much just have it the Ghastly Grinner. That'd be dog.
Well, The Crow, man, that remake, that's a movie that is in developmental hell and will never get out.
Who's gonna play the Crow the last time? Wasn't Mark Wahlberg speculated at some point?
No, the last person. Well, there was a couple of people it was going back and forth with, but the last person was Jason Momoa, and it got really close, really close. And I think Jason Momoa, yeah, there was something to it. It just fell apart. There's politics behind it, but yeah, he was the last person attached. Which now that Aquaman movie's so big for some reason, I mean, it probably would have been a hit because Jason Momoa's stock rose.
He's the guy from Venom, right?
No, that's Tom Hardy, dude.
Oh yeah. See, you put Jason Momoa and Tom Hardy on his side by side. It looks like before and after meth, like one of those PSAs. Jason
Momoa is the Aquaman guy. Do you follow? Do you know him?
Yeah.
Okay. I ran into that fucking guy.
Really?
He almost knocked me on my ass. I was at a convention, a really big convention here in Phoenix, a few years ago, and Jason Momoa was still a thing.
Oh, there's semen on the door there. Did you see that?
Oh, there it is. That is pretty gross. That's nasty. Anyway, I was looking one way while walking. He was looking another way while walking, and we were not even like in the convention center, and we just ran right into each other. And I swear I fucking got a mouthful of his chest hair.
Cool.
And he was wearing a pimp hat, like a crazy looking hat. I'm like, wow.
Did he fucking slap you with his pimp hand?
No.
I would have fucking slapped you if you ran into me like that. Oh, look, he's fucking traumatized that kid. That's dank.
I don't have much of a sense of humor.
I ran into somebody else one time, too, in a similar situation, actually. Yeah, John Berthal, the Punisher, before he was the Punisher. That guy he's sort of the opposite, though. He's, like, short as shit. I swear he's like 5.
Look at that picture of him, though. He looks like fucking Bat 32. Remember that dude? That was Bat 32. He was on fucking Hobo podcast.
Of course I know who Bat 32 is, man. That's the lover's quarrel that River had. That was Riverman's.
Bat 32 was going to fly in. He was going to be super dude like that. He's going to fly in, smoking a joint, and save the day.
I'm still bummed about that, man. Riverman was awfully hurt.
Exactly.
By that. He just vanished. Bat 32, he deleted his friendship.
He was gone. He was gone like the wind.
Dude, River was hurt by that. I had to mediate. Because I slipped in the DMs of Bat, because I technically have connections with him still. And even though I was never close to him like River was, and I tried to mediate, and I got it out of him, and it was all political. I mean, it happened. It happened during the election. It was just their friendship was another casualty of that election, right? Because it was stupid.
How do I get out of here? Look, he's got a donk voice. And like, you hear a voice like that, you know this guy's gonna fuck the shit out of you.
She looks like fucking Screech Powers in drag.
Screech Powers? Who's that?
Dude.
Is that from
Saved by the Bell? How do you not know this?
I didn't know his last name was Powers. That's goofy.
Well, do you know any other Screeches?
Oh, they killed the monster by erasing him. That's fucking cool. You ever try that? You ever try erasing a comic book picture?
Have you ever erased ink pen out of a comic book? Yeah, it doesn't work. Certainly doesn't set on fire.
It fucking it put that eraser through hell.
Ethan kind of looks like a bitch. He kind of looks like a chick.
He's gonna tear that pussy up, man. He's a total alpha. See, look, that's one satisfied customer. He just fucked the shit out of. She's happy as fuck.
Sylvester Onkus. Oh, it's her father.
Oh,
I got the name right though.
Onkus.
Like, wow, you're a total legend. Nobody's, but you're not.
He looks like he doesn't give a shit. Like like they had to wheel him into the. Is he a real comic book guy?
No, I doubt it. He's probably the janitor on set.
The way he's just kind of shoehorned in here makes it seem like he must be some real big wig or something.
He's the grandfather of some producer.
Yeah.
It's like when you watch movies and stuff, and you can always spot the obvious child of a producer that they just gave a part, and they can't act worth shit.
Yeah, who's that full moon villain back there that Carmel cut out and just panned past? Looks like something that fucking full moon put out.
I don't know. Speaking of full moon, I saw this movie. They're not. It's an old movie I didn't know existed, but they had posted something yesterday on their social media, and it was a full moon movie.
Oh, I always remember this. Watch how natural this looks.
Yeah.
He has to feel like a fucking idiot doing that.
Yeah, because he doesn't look relaxed at all.
Go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying there was a full moon movie that I didn't know existed, starring. Gosh, I don't remember who the other guy was, but I have to look. Somebody else. Maybe I took a picture of it. Hold on, because it was really interesting. No picture, but it was a fucking full moon movie starring Bono. Like Bono?
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it was really terrible, and I can't remember who the other person was. Like maybe Steven Dorff or something. I think it was something like Steven Dorff or somebody of that caliber.
See, somebody needs to fucking get Steven Dorff to fuck a midget, and then they can name their kid Steven Dwarf. That'd be donk.
Yeah, his career's in the shitter. Just like what's his face, Ray Liotta. Didn't they both do those commercials for the vaping or whatever, or quitting smoking or something?
Yeah, fucking Steven Dorff. He was a huge smoker. I remember seeing him in this movie. I went to the theaters and watched it. He was doing that thing where they pull a cigarette out and they blow smoke at the top of it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Is that like a move? Is that what you do when you smoke this much? You got to make tricks out of it like a pro skateboarder?
I have no clue. But Zach, how about we read a few questions here? Are you down?
I'm down with the fucking cloud. We could do that all day.
Everybody, I want to make a point of thanking you guys for all the questions lately. Zach and I were just talking about it before the show, that if the traffic gets any heavier on these questions, we might have to. I don't agree with Zach. He's like, maybe we should start splitting them up. And I say, no. I'm fighting Zach on this because.
What if we got really big and all of a sudden we had like thousands of comments? We got to read thousands of comments every episode.
Okay, so if we were that big and we had that much to go through, well, then no, we'd be in a place where we could only read certain ones, or because that's what they do. I mean, if we had that much stuff coming in, we would figure something out. But in this case, it's all right. Zach made a point of saying, he's like, yeah, the last episode, we literally talked for 40 minutes elaborating.
After the movie ended, yeah.
After the movie ending. I'm like, so what? That's fun. So until we get to that point, I'm happy to read everything we get and give a little spotlight to it. So I like bantering for 40 minutes. Sometimes the movies are shitty.
Yeah, I don't like that. You have to fucking pay me these days to get me to talk to this fucking guy. He's a drama queen. I'm a drama queen. We both need fucking 100 M&Ms in our dressing rooms before we do the show. Shit. He asked for any of it. I just want fucking red M&Ms.
Well, the old tale is brown M&Ms. That's what Eddie Van Halen wanted.
I don't give a fuck what they wanted. I want red. That's the best M&M.
On our last BTM commentary, we did the film classic The Pest, starring John Leguizamo. And our boy Nicholas Hall commented, "Death to Smoochie is definitely worth a watch. Robin Williams is a fucking asshole in the movie, and it's brilliant. And the book, 11/22/63, is way better than the show." Because I was inquiring about that, because that Franco series that's on Hulu, I think Riverman's the one that told me that after the first episode or two, it just really dipped. So...
I thought of an audiobook that's good that you could get. You could get any of the fucking Bruce Campbell's, because he does the audiobooks of those.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah.
Which one's the best one of the three? He's got three, right?
The only one I've actually read is his first one.
If Chins Could Kill.
The other are on my list.
Make Love the Bruce Campbell Way. That's a good point. I might do that, actually.
And then he just put out a newer one, too.
Yeah, I think that was his third one. Nicholas Hall, you also say, "Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I told my wife in my best Zach voice, I will eat your ass. Turns out she's down."
Hell yeah. See, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let all the listeners know how to get the chick's panties wet.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure when this episode's airing, but as of right now, it's the day after Valentine's, so it's relevant. He wished,
Yeah, if we would have even thought about it, we could have had a Valentine's movie like fucking, My Bloody Valentine. Did you notice they put My Bloody Valentine remake on fucking Netflix and put the original movie's artwork there just to fucking trick you into watching it?
Oh, they did?
Yeah, I was gonna watch it. I was like, fuck you.
Oh, did you catch it like in the cast notes or something, or did you actually have to start watching it?
I caught it, whatever. I went to highlight it and shit.
They were sneaky. They almost got you. Speaking of the greeting card holiday that is Valentine's Day, did you partake, Zach?
I did nothing.
Did you take one of your many hoes?
Yeah, I took them all out. I gave them the dick. I kept them on their fucking. You gotta give them something, or they'll fucking be pissed off at you the rest of the year.
I see. I don't know if I want to talk about it. I had the worst dinner experience ever last night, because I did go to a dinner, and it was the worst service I ever had at a sushi restaurant. And I felt like I was in a Seinfeld episode, because everybody's speaking Japanese to me, which is fine, but it was the shittiest service ever. I never even ate. We ended up leaving, basically, and I have my Japanese waitress trying to tell me sorry, blaming it on the fact that a sushi guy walked out and they only had so many people in the kitchen. I'm like, that's great. I understand that, but that still doesn't solve the fact that I haven't seen you all night, right? They're all blaming each other, and it was stupid. And they were all talking in Japanese in front of me. Like, that's rude too, man. You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of rude?
They don't want you to know what they're saying. And they're like, fuck this guy. He doesn't know what we're talking in code to each other.
And they didn't even offer to like I mean, not that I was looking for a handout or anything, but you make it right.
I thought you were going to say hand job. I was like, I would have been.
There's some Asian establishments I've been to where they do offer hand jobs. Not that I partake, not that I dabble, but yeah, it was a nightmare, and it was total garbage. First time ever I never left a tip.
I scrolled down to the cast and crew and look at this Rachel Blanchard. She got hot.
Which one did she play? Kiki? I don't know. Who'd she play?
Kristen.
Okay. I still don't know who that is. Anyway, thank you, man. Nicholas Hall, I'm glad Zach's weird, perverted Zachisms could help you explore new territories with your
Could make you
spouse.
come.
Adrian Mendoza, the one and only, he says, for the pest, nice commentary. I'm sorry to hear about Mac. I hope he returns. Because, okay, before I go into this, I'll preface it by saying this is when we were talking about the little feud between Mac and yourself, Zach.
Yeah, we're already talking about what we're going to do next.
Okay, so
the honeymoon, the anti-honeymoon is over.
Okay, well, tell them to get back in our group pages and our chats and stuff because it's annoying talking to each one of you individually. Because I've still been doing that. But anyway, he says, nice commentary. I'm sorry to hear about you and Mac. I hope he returns. Well, there's your answer there. He goes, I noticed the beginning of a schism between Mac and Zach in the Halloween 2018 commentary. Zach, I think if everyone on the channel has a problem with your on-air character, then maybe you should retire him. Zach, you say you are not a bully, but that is exactly how you are treating your friends.
I feel like this is a fucking episode of Intervention all of a sudden.
Hold on. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. And then he goes on to say, I am very pro-abortion. Hashtag burrito baby. And then he goes, nice. I now want to watch 9 Lives of a Wet Pussy. Thanks, Dave. That was David Capper's.
It sounds fucking amazing.
It sounds ridiculous. So that's awesome, man. Well, I appreciate the comment, Adrian Mendoza. You're always so enlightening. You're always shedding light on things, and you're right. The thing is we all knew it, but we needed someone like you to say it. But you're right. Zach is a total bully.
Exactly.
And I don't think we should associate with bullies.
You probably should.
Zach, I'm giving you your walk-in papers. No, I'm just kidding. No, all that stuff's getting worked out. Like I said, him and Mac are already getting back together. I assume they made love and they got another commentary in the pipeline, which is cool because we need more Mac and Zach. What are you guys going to do, by the way?
I don't know. You'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
I like to fucking win, baby.
Mendoza, the Omega, you also commented on our classic Stay Tuned commentary. Actually, we didn't do that one too long ago. What? It was in the I don't even know. That's probably within the last 6 or 7 months. But he says, I'm watching this after watching the Pest commentary. Does Zach still have the hots for the Mexican chick? Hashtag Jeffrey Jones.
The Mexican, is that the chick that I talk about seeing in real life at the Mexican restaurant?
If that's what you were talking about during the Stay Tuned commentary, then sure.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, the one that was married.
Yeah.
Because you started telling that story after I was telling you about the girl at Chipotle that was telling me that she liked her burritos fat too.
Yeah, and you didn't take her up on that. What the fuck?
She's like 18. She's a kid.
Exactly, 18. She's legal.
All right. It's always good to see this next commentary getting a little love, but we got a comment from somebody new. I don't think you've ever commented on this. Somebody by the name of Nino's Skills. You decided to comment on the Edward Furlong and Corey Feldman Zombie King classic. It's not classic. It's horrible.
Yeah, I forgot we did that movie.
Well, and it sucks because I kind of feel bad because this was a comment of him saying he says he's about to watch it. He says, and it's called King Zombie. Okay. He
never said anything after that, did he? He probably died from watching it.
He didn't. So I just want to say, if you did, I apologize. If I would have saw this message the second it posted, I would have told him to stop. Like, no.
Exactly.
But it was actually a fun commentary. But what is he talking about? King Zombie. Maybe it's like territorial. Is he from Europe or something? Do they give it a different?
Maybe, yeah.
Is it really that necessary to change the title? Like, I don't think the Europeans would approve of the Zombie King, but King Zombie.
Exactly. The Zombie King just implies that he could be a king who is a zombie, but King Zombie implies that he's the king of the zombies. So you got to know that going in.
Makes total sense. On our Pest commentary, William Lowry, our boy, he says, another fun, interesting commentary from our Lord and Savior, Revival House. Oh.
Hell yeah.
Back up. I don't want that title.
I do.
Mac and Zach, they belong to their own cult, right? So I'm sure he appreciates it. But you humble us. You really humble us.
Fucking Aaron's not. He's not thankful that Mac and Zach died for his sins.
But like I said, we're very humbled, man. High praise, high praise. He says, first off, you guys already did the Super Mario Brothers movie? Where the fuck you been, William?
He was fucking doing some dank shit before he joined the fucking sickness, and he missed it.
Well, even when you join along later in the game and you have to go back and dig through the old videos, do we have that many videos now to where it's hard?
Probably. We've been doing it fucking every week, pretty much, for like 3 years at least.
We've got that much of a backlog to where I think you really could miss videos. Even if you were going back and thinking you were catching all of them and stuff, you really could. So that's pretty cool, though. I'm kind of down with that because, William, that means there's more to explore. And I know you've been listening for a long time now. So I think that's great. I know I've gotten excited where I thought I had cleaned a YouTube channel out or a podcast out and I found like some old nugget I somehow missed. It's cool.
You find that old dank weed nug that's been fucking just chilling at the bottom of the stash.
Yeah, because he says, damn, must have been one of the old commentaries I haven't listened to yet. So define old. I mean, Zach was on it. So it was in the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
It really, but we got stuff older than that, I think. But yeah, it's a classic. And it's really funny. And definitely check out the 5-minute video Zach edited and put together for that one. That was really funny. And the ones that you did do, I know you don't do very much of those, but they're all really funny. He goes, and I agree with Aaron. There's no need to remake Escape from New York or do a sequel to Big Trouble in Little China without the Russell. Then again, there was no need for Hollywood to go and remake all of JC's other movies during the mid to late 2000s. I agree. And on the flip side, I would say, William, there was no need for JC to make any movies of his own in the mid to late 2000s. It Goes to Mars, for example.
Fucking JC, he died for our sins too. Don't fucking shit on JC.
He says, have fun traveling, Aaron. Mind if I team up with Zach while you're gone in Europe so he doesn't tear the revival house down with his autism grenades?
Fuck, I already did. We had to fucking rebuild it. Aaron got back. We had to rebuild the whole thing.
No. Well, I appreciate you, man. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to bring some portable equipment with me and try and do some kind of documentation and podcasting. I mean, I got some people over there and friends over there. I might bring it to at least do some like deep end stuff. I'm not too sure about how our content's going to be, but Zach and I are sort of, we're getting prepared, right? So Zach, there's a potential possibility I might not be able to record for 3 weeks.
Oh, fuck up.
So we're going to have to get nice and prepared. We'll have to stack these commentaries and get some in advance. But who knows? I'm going to bring some equipment with me. You just never know if you're going to have internet connection or not. So, But I didn't even have to say that because you guys aren't going to know any better. We're still going to have our programming. You guys are going to miss a beat. In fact, hopefully I get some good shit while I'm over there. Anyway, Nicholas Hall, you also decided to partake in the listening of our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze commentary. And this is where I'll leave off. He says, I watched them film the scene where Shredder escapes from Casey Jones's truck. They filmed it down the street from me. Buffalo, New York, they had all the blocks blocked off, so you couldn't drive down them. So I took my niece and walked past all the barriers, and some lady who was working on set let me stand near a bush and watch. I have videos of it. The Michael Bay movie sucked, but it was cool to watch. Hold up. Nice. Wait. So the scene where Shredder escapes from Casey Jones' truck. What are we talking about? You're pissing.
He's probably talking about just the part where we see his arm come out of the trash.
But that's not Casey Jones' truck.
You sure?
Casey Jones threw away his truck? Because at the end of the first movie, the Shredder, he fell into an actual trash can that gets picked up by the giant trash trucks and gets compacted.
He's probably just misremembering. It's probably just that shot where you see his hand come up.
Okay, so let me know if I'm missing something, because once again, it's possible that we were talking about the first movie in this commentary, and you might be referencing that, so I'm not too sure. But because Casey Jones wasn't even in the second one, but I'm confused. But
oh yeah, that's right.
Well, so that's why I'm assuming, yeah, maybe he thinks that is Casey Jones's truck at the beginning or something from the first one. I don't know, but just watch the first movie, man. It's way better than the second movie. But that's neat, though, regardless, man, that you got to watch some of that stuff being filmed.
Exactly. I would have cummed. I would have tried to flick my cum shot at the camera while it was filming so I could see it on the screen.
Or maybe he's talking about a Michael Bay one. See, I didn't watch the Michael Bay ones. I think I tried watching the first one and I fell asleep. I never watched the second one.
Oh, wait. I think Casey Jones is in the second Michael Bay movie, maybe.
Because this last sentence makes me think that is what he's referring to. Because he says, because I don't think Nicholas Hall, you're not too old. You don't seem to be like a super old guy or anything like that. You seem to be like you're my age. And he says, yeah, he took his niece and walked past all the barriers, and some lady who was working on the set let him stand near a bush and watch. And he has videos of it. Therefore, it's probably a mobile phone, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That doesn't sound like the first TMNT to me.
I did watch the second fucking Michael Bay movie, and I immediately forgot anything in it.
Yeah, and then he says the Michael Bay movie sucked, but it was cool to watch. So yeah, you must be talking about the Michael Bay one. And we were probably discussing it too, to be fair. Anyway, he also says Buffalo, New York has better pizza than NYC. I wouldn't know. I've never been to Buffalo.
We needs to go. We needs to make that our fucking place we visit someday.
I would like to do a convention. Is there any big conventions in Buffalo? We should check it out.
We need to find out, because we're going to go eat pizza with our dank boy on Every Time I Die Day, he said.
All right. Well, thanks, guys, for that round of questions. And we're going to try and do a few more of these mini-sodes. I think they're neat. And not like I've said before, they're not that they're stopgaps or anything, but they're real refreshing to do after you get so bogged down. And it takes time doing these 2-hour-long commentaries. And sometimes we don't have all the time in the world, so it's great to just sit down and chill out and knock one out in like 30 to 45 minutes. And so, but let us know what else you want to do. I think this came at a request. In fact, I think Nicholas Hall requested it, that we pick back up and do some Mario Fear the Dark. I know we've done a handful of Twilight Zone, so we can still kind of pick from that tree, or we could explore some Tales from the Dark Side. There's all kinds of show. I want to go back and do some Tales from the Crypt. But if there's any particular episodes of anything like that you guys would like to see us talk about or talk over or watch and not talk about, let us know in the comments. You guys have been doing great with the recommendations. And so that's really about all I got. Zach, do you want to leave our friends with anything?
Do meth.
Okay, great. No, I will say this too. I guess we should start talking about it, because at this point, some of that stuff's probably out. But the expansion of the Revival House. So our good buddy Josh James of the R-Rated Horror Commentary, he's got a brand new podcast that's going to be part of our network dedicated to action films. It's called the Hard to Kill Podcast. Why he named it after a shitty Steven Seagal movie, I'll never know. But the name itself is cool. It'll be a better day for a podcast than it is for a movie. Not a Seagal fan. It just gives me bad Corey G memories. I just don't like his movies either. But I certainly would do a commentary about him, though. And he'll be doing that with Alex Edwards from Skeleton Crew and Banana Laser Podcast. And also, I forgot it. Married with Children Podcast. Oh, yeah. And what Neil from the No Fucking Way Podcast. So we're stoked. And as of this being up and you guys are listening to it, episode 1 should be up, I imagine, right? Mm-hmm. So be on the lookout for that. And Zach, if you guys were following with what we were talking about on the Pest Commentary, we're launching a brand new podcast as well called Cinema Enema, unless people have anything to say about the name. Unless you guys can come up with a better name, Zach pulled out Cinema Enema out of his ass. And you know what's funny? Literally while I was getting an enema. That's literally what it was. But I think it's a fun name. And Zach, by the time this is airing, is our debut episode out? Maybe. All right, so Zach's not helping me out a lot here. So it may be out. I'm dipping a popsicle stick in my piss. It's pretty fun. That's fucking disgusting. It may be out. It might not be out. But basically, it's more of a classic style podcast, kind of like what BTM used to do before commentaries way back when, where we're going to be able to talk about news and we're going to have a focal point of the episode, sort of an entree, I guess you would say, where we talk about particular movies, not doing commentaries. And, it's going to be a lot of fun for us to watch movies that we're rusty on or haven't seen in a long time or never seen at all, and then have a podcast and really break down. And it's going to be the podcast, I hope, that's going to satisfy people that want more information about the movies, right? Mm-hmm. So, but like I said, we're going to kind of tweak format and figure it out as we go. We definitely want to involve a lot of the listeners and things like that, and have your questions be a vehicle for the show. And we'll sort of, I think we're going to try and do it way different than do the commentaries, because the commentaries are really off the cuff. I read questions at the end. None of it's planned. This one would be different, right? If you guys can send us questions about whatever, maybe we're going to send out a topic. We'll let you know what the movie we're doing, or maybe whatever the topic is, and we'll let you guys know ahead of time. And then you guys can submit questions. Then maybe I'll take those questions and we'll sort of create the flow of the show beforehand, courtesy of those questions. We'll figure something out, but it'll be a lot more fun. The first episode, our main topic will be Blade Runner.
Yeah, we're going to watch the fucking final cut.
Because recently, Zach and I were both talking about it. I've only watched it once, and it was quite a while ago, and it didn't leave an impression on me as much as I wanted to like it. Zach is pretty rusty on it. He hasn't seen it in forever. We're going to give it a fair shake, and we're going to watch, like Zach said, the final cut, which is supposedly the version that is praised, right? So...
Yeah, well, it's the version everybody says is the best, but like there are parts of, like, just like everything. There's like, oh, I don't like they added this part. So yeah, there's like 5 fucking versions of the movie too.
Gotcha. Well, so be on the lookout for that, and then also, I assume by the time this is airing, we got the new Deep End up, right? Yep. So we got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys to enjoy. I think that's it. Hopefully Mac and Zach's going to return soon, and hopefully you guys all have a good week. I got nothing. Zach, nothing else?
Nothing.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
This Kate Blanchard, or Rachel Blanchard chick is hot, though.
That's great. Bye-bye, puppets.
End of the week at the Revival House. Next month's theme, you gotta figure it out. Italian zombies or Pauly Shore, a slasher with a knife and the girl next door, and 1 second in, get it all queued up and ready, hit play in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye puppets, Zach Pete and a solo cut band. Couldn't miss Cameron's love and Josh's Scott Vale and Riverman's babe. Bye-bye puppets. Sounds good, like this country used to.